Okay, so I wanted to go over your final a little bit. So on your syllabus, we went over this at the beginning of the semester, um, that your final is on the 19th of May, which is this Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Finals are supposed to be 2 hours, but because of the downloading and uploading and all that, to make up for some technical difficulties, I'm going to give you 2.5. So I will upload it at 2 o'clock, and it needs to be in my mailbox by it needs to be uploaded and sent back to me by 4:30. So how I'm going to write your finals by taking out your old exams, picking 4 problems from each exam, and then giving you something comparable. So you'll have 16 problems. There won't be the same problems since I'm allowing you to use notes and your book and your old exams. So don't expect the same problems. So how do you study for it? Well, first you make sure that you understand how to do every problem on your old exam. Then you go out and you practice more. If all you do is memorize your old exams, when I tweak the problems, you're going to be lost. You need to understand why you did what you did, how you go about doing it, and you need to practice between now and Tuesday. So your grade in this class is determined by your scores on exams. We have 4 in-class exams. Each of them was 100 points. I record only your percent, so each one is worth exactly the same amount, 100 points. And you have your final, which is 200 points. So that's 600 points right there. Your homework, which I record your twice your percent. I take the percent of all the homework and I double it, so that's 200 points. And your quizzes, and so we stopped taking quizzes after the shutdown, but before the shutdown, we had quizzes. So I'm going to take your average of all the quizzes, your percent, double it, and so that's 200 points right there. So that makes a total of 1,000 points. It's a standard scale. 90 to 100% is an A in points. That's 900 to 1,000 points. 80 to 89 is a B, so that's 800 to 899 points. 70 to 79% is a C, that's 700 to 799 points. So let me run through a couple calculations for you. So suppose you have 82% right now, right? And so when on your test, there are 2 scores. On the right-hand side in a box is the score on this test. I record your percent. There was 90 points possible. And in the middle is your overall grade. So suppose you have an 82% on your overall grade. So that's 82% of the 800 points that have passed is what the points that you've earned thus far. And so then 0.82 times 800 is 656. And so that's how many points you have. If you want to keep your B, you need to get to 800. And so then you take the 800 and you subtract the 656 points, and you get 144 points. And then, so that's how many points you need from your final. Your final is worth 200, so you need 144 out of the 200, and that's 72%. So with the 72%, you would keep your B. Right? Everything's fine. Suppose you want to shoot for the A. Well, if you want to shoot for the A, then you probably want to replace your lowest test score with the score on the final, right? And so then what you can do is you can take these 656 points that you have so far, and you can take away your lowest test score. So suppose your lowest test score was a 72. And so if you take 656 and you subtract that 72, you get 584. So now you're going into the final with 584 points. and you need to get to 900 for the A. So then the 900 minus the 584 is 316 points. The final is only worth 300 points. You need 316 points. You can't do it. But if you went to Thomas's sessions and you, I believe we had a maximum of 50 points possible from all of Thomas's sessions. So you can take the 316 points that you need, and you can subtract the 50 points from Thomas's session. And that'll tell you that you need 266 points on your final. And then your final is now worth 300 points. So then the 266 divided by the 300, you need an 89%. So an 89% or better would bring you from a B to an A. And so that's how you go through the calculations. Now, you need to be careful. If you are in this situation where, hey, I'm already at a B, all I need is a 72%, it's very easy to think, I don't have to study, I've already seen all this before. If you come in cold into this exam, even with the open notes, even with the open book, if you haven't studied, those 2 hours are going to fly by quick, and you won't even be able to get the 72, and you've worked this hard to get a B, and you won't be able to keep it. So you need to study for this exam. You need to review all your exams. You need to practice problems like them for a couple of reasons. One is so you don't lose this B. The other one is because another look at this will solidify it in your mind better, so that if you are going on to 5B, you'll be better prepared for 5B. But that's up to you. That's it. I will post a conference for today, and for next Monday and Tuesday. I will post more conferences. There, your review is for you to look at your old exams, make sure that you study them, and practice problems like them. If you have any questions on anything, you can send me emails with problems. Either, hey, I need help on section 4.3, problem 12, or something like that, or exam number 2, problem number 5, whatever. I will post a video and answer your questions that way, as well as you can wait for the conferences and come to the conferences. Well, good luck and stay safe.